And welcome back. We have more donations coming in. It's so exciting to see everybody so eager to support Malala Fund. We had $25 come in from June Coral that says, very thankful for GDQ to help me discover a worthwhile cause to give to. And we had $20 more from Anonymous that says, very happy to donate for such an event. Put this towards Doggo ending for Silent Hill 2, please. We are very, very excited to. And I believe we are ready to move on to our very first run of the day. We're going to be seeing some Sonic 3 Knuckles by Ailis. So take it away.
Hello everyone, yes, my name's Ailis. I was here on Monday running Immortals Phoenix Rising, and now we're here running a very different game. This is Sonic 3 and Knuckles, my personal favourite game of all time, for the Sega Genesis, showing off that lock-on technology that I think they used once, but it was definitely worth it, because this is the definitive experience for Sonic 3, in my opinion. Joining me on commentary as well, we've got a very good friend. Her name is Cowboy Knuckles. Why don't you say hello?
Hello, hi, I'm Cowboy Knuckles, CBK for short. Hi everyone, I'm also a Knuckles runner. I'm happy to be here.
And I just want to check before we get started. There was a bid war for which category I would run, whether it would be any percent or all emeralds. Both will be glitchless. But if I could just double check which one has won that so I know where I'm going.
I believe that is... Oh, let me check here. Ran away on me. All emeralds.
Nice.
Fantastic. Cool. Well, I'm ready to get started if everyone else is. So there's going to be a lot to talk about throughout the run, and we'll do our best to make it a nice and fast pace for you all. So ready for countdown as 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, welcome to Angel Island, Knuckles' home. This is all emeralds. Normally we would take the top route here, but since we need to get our emeralds, we're going to take the bottom route. So down here, there's going to be a big ring. So these big rings transport us to the special stages, and this is how we get our Chaos Emeralds. So we need to unlock 7 Chaos Emeralds to get Super Knuckles. So the aim here is to collect all the blue spheres. We want to avoid touching the red spheres, so we have to be very careful.
Okay, we're back. Sorry about that with the technical issues there. But we will get started with another run right away. So I'm good to just jump straight back into it if everyone else is. So on go, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, go.
Okay, let's try again. Okay, so we're back in Angel Island again. As mentioned, we're going to go for the bottom route because we need to grab the big rings down here. So these big rings are hidden around the stages, and we have kind of 7 optimal ones we want to go for. So in these stages, basically we want to eliminate all the blue spheres. We have to be very careful not to touch the red spheres because that will kick us out the stage and then we'll lose our chance to get that Chaos Emerald. You can see in the top left corner there's a counter. So that's going to get down to 0 and then we unlock the Chaos Emerald. There are some kind of time save strats we can do in here besides learning the maps. So some small time saves is turning as little as possible, Jumping is fine, jump as much as you want. We don't need to collect the rings because there is actually a ring bonus at the end which adds a tiny bit of time. There's also some like really crazy task strats that a handful of runners can do. Shout outs to Nacho and the sound defense. They look pretty crazy, like jumping in reverse, all kinds of crazy stuff. But we're going for kind of a middle ground of the harder strats, which you'll see a bit later on. And some of the safer strats.
By those strats.
Yeah, they're crazy. I mean, they're amazing to watch, but they're so difficult.
Yeah, I'm kind of going to do a few of the safer ones. There's some I'm on the fence about because I'm only recently adding them into my own runs. So I'm kind of apprehensive to include all of them. We're just going to see how things go, how I'm feeling when we get there. But most of them I'm going to be including. The first half of the game in particular, I'm very confident with being able to do those. So that said, the estimate for this category has been designed with the intention that I will mess up at least one emerald. Hopefully that won't happen, but we will see.
Yeah. Thankfully, there's plenty backup emeralds if you do miss one of the main ones on our route. Okay, now, so Angel Island is on fire. There was this little cutscene there. And already we're going into our second emerald. So here we're going to start to see a little more difficult things coming into play. So as I said earlier, the red spheres are dangerous. They will kick us out the stage. We don't want to touch them. But to save a little bit of time walking through these corridors, we can jump between them. And it's going to look really scary. But actually, the red spheres are not as scary as they look. Their hitbox is quite small. So you can see here, Ailis is jumping through them. Oh, that scares me. But yeah, she's doing a great job. And yeah, that saves a bit of time rather than walking around the whole stage.
Yeah, that one at the end, the bumper orb there with the star, they actually have bigger hitboxes. So the sections that like end in bumper orbs, I'm very scared of, because although the red orbs are surprisingly easier to jump over, the bumper ones aren't, and if you hit one of them, it'll send you straight back. I'm kind of good at reacting to it now, but it's terrifying. So if you ever see me having to jump over one of those, just know that my heart is actually like not beating for that section. Like I'm just like waiting till it's over.
Okay, so we've got 5 more to go, and then we'll get Super Knuckles. And we're going to kind of focus on that in the first portion of the run, trying to unlock Super Knuckles.
Yeah, there's going to be certain levels that don't have any like changes from any percent as well. So, for example, Act 2 of this stage in Glitchless and in Glitched actually plays out exactly the same, regardless of whether you are going for emeralds or not. First boss here is pretty simple. Just going to line up and kind of like what you want to do with a lot of the bosses in the game is wait till you're on like a downward momentum before you hit them, because then you can get multiple bounces up on top of them, rather than just getting knocked off to the side.
Yeah. And, usually when we do this in runs, we do RTA minus time bonus, because you can see there's a time bonus countdown here, and it's actually longer if you do the run quicker, if you do the level quicker, so it punishes runners for going quickly. So here it's RTA, but for the leaderboard we do RTA minus time bonus.
This is actually an example of a Knuckles-only path as well. So one thing the developers did with this game was they wanted to try and keep Sonic and Knuckles having like somewhat unique experiences. So you'll see that there's certain parts of the level we go with Knuckles that Sonic can't go to. And that's going to be really like useful for certain sections, because we just don't have to fight certain bosses. And oh, I've just missed a cycle there. That's unfortunate. Missed one jump mid-route, which has put me on a cycle behind, which is unfortunate. Cycles are like the bane of your existence in Glitchless. There's a lot of them that you have to worry about.
Yeah, so now approaching Act 2 boss. Just got to get a line up here and get the hits, 8 hits in his hitbox to avoid those flames.
Very nearly didn't make that.
Yeah, those flames
terrifying.
were close. And then back to safety on the little island. And then we've got Hit the Capture, which triggers sort of the end card of the bonuses. Nice, that's the first zone.
Yeah, so Act 2, like, playing out exactly the way you'd expect it. Act 1 in Hydro City, where we're going next, is going to be slightly different, because we're going to be actually taking a Death Warp halfway through the level, which CBK can talk about when we get there. But it's just kind of the optimal route for grabbing all of these special rings.
Yeah. So we're going to hold left here, land on this platform, and get a super glide onto that box. So Knuckles can super glide, which is pretty cool. So basically, it's quite difficult to pull off. You jump on a destroyable object, and you gain a ton of momentum in the glide, transferred to the glide, and it's pretty awesome, and we use it quite a lot. So yeah, you'll see the super glide. Oh, this is so that's intentional damage there, the Death Warp, which we're going to see. We want to lose some rings, and then we're going to make our way down to an emerald stage down here. You'll see why later, why we've done that damage base there.
Yeah, this is actually a good one for donations, because this is like There are crazy strats in this Emerald, but I just don't do them. They're very scary. I play this one as intended, and I actually went the wrong way, so that's great. So yeah, donations would be great.
Yeah, of course, we definitely have some. For example, we have $10 from Huds601 that says, Ailis, congratulations on your second opening run of Flame Fatales. As queen of the Nux gang and one of the best Sonic and Knuckles speedrunners I've had the pleasure to meet in the last year, I could not think of anyone better to show my favorite game of all time at Flame Fatales. Continue doing all of us in the Sonic speedrunning community and yourself proud, super glide to success, and remember, Knuckles don't chuckle.
Aw, thank you so much, Huds. Huds is a great guy. Although, you know, Sonic Runner versus Knuckles Runner. But no, he's awesome, honestly. Everyone in the Sonic community is amazing.
Yeah. Nux gang for life, though.
Yeah, so we're coming up to the end of this special stage now. There we go. So, yeah, basically, we took that damage boost earlier because this is where we death warp. And the only place we can conveniently death warp is on an enemy. And if you have lots of rings, more of them will spawn when you get hit because you drop all of them. And we're basically going to try and avoid picking up any additional rings that we don't have to. So I'm going to land on top of this guy and then... Yeah, good. So if there were more rings than that, it would be very easy to pick up an extra one and have to take an additional hit there. But we didn't have to do that, so that's good stuff.
Nice.
And now we're back up at the checkpoint we picked up earlier.
Yeah. So one thing as well you'll notice Ailis doing is getting out of a spinning animation as quick as possible back to running. So this helps us keep speed, and it's also a lot easier to cut corners when you're in a running animation. You'll see that quite a lot, especially in this stage.
Yeah, so this game actually has a thing called control lock, which is if you are in a rolling state in midair, you kind of lose control of your character, whereas if you're running, you maintain that control. So, yeah, it just gives you a lot more options in terms of what you can do if you can get back into a running state, and it's usually faster. It's faster to roll down hills usually, but most of the time you're just trying to get back into a running state.
Jumping through those bumpers. Scary.
Yeah. I've lost runs that before. It doesn't look hard, but it's scary, okay?
Yeah, it does speed up after a while as well, like the speed of the movement.
Yeah, it's just done it there.
Oh no, it can be at really bad timing sometimes.
This game's also particularly cruel because if you screw up an Emerald stage, it will remember on your save file that you've entered that one, and it will not reload it unless you've completed the game and entered from the level select menu it gives you. So basically, if I mess up one of these, there's no alternative other than finding another one to do. And they can lose you a lot of time sometimes, so you've got to be very careful.
Nice, got 4 already.
Yeah, coming up with this boss is, I mean, this strat is like mean. Doesn't always go too well.
Yeah, just approaching the boss here. So what we do is we set up a spin dash on this slope here. Try and get the hits on Robotnik before he descends, or Egg Robo in Knuckles' case.
And I didn't even get that hit. Oh, this is bad. Right?
It can be, yeah. It can be a bit tricky to do this because you're getting the hits off screen. But you can get the extra hits.
I got like 3, I think. That was a very sloppy boss, but we'll take it. Oh, I only need 1 more. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
So 102, not ideal.
We go in.
IGT-wise, I can do that in like a 55 with emeralds, usually. But that's if the boss goes well, and it's just particularly mean sometimes. Very precise to get the right angle to bounce on top.
So Hydro 2. So we're going to try and stay on top of the cycles here. So the cycles were affected by the previous act, but we just want to try and go as fast as possible. There is a wall, I think, crushing us from the left, but don't worry about that. Be careful not to die here because you can get like a frame perfect death when you land on those. It's made that little cycle there.
The way that section was designed, in order to make sure that the crushes work, there are these little points in the ground that will kill you if you touch them. And the problem is that Knuckles' landing animation kind of puts his hitbox in the ground a bit, and then that can kill you. So you have to be very careful. So this section, this is going to look like a glitch, but it's not, I promise. So because of how we define glitches in this game, that particular movement there I didn't break through any terrain or anything like that. It's just a quirk of how the ceiling barrier works. And that's all usable terrain up on top of this ceiling as well. So we're not basically breaking any of the glitchless rules by going up there. Seems a bit strange, but it's all within the rules.
And you'll get through this terrain.
Yeah. There's a weird thing up here as well, where there's more terrain up here. If you've entered an emerald stage, it spawns a bunch of extra boxes you have to go over.
We should land in the boss room here. Nice. Okay, it's a nice and easy one. I normally line up Knuckles' sort of right foot with the grey brick there, just for this one. And we can get on the edge of this kind of water chute. and then just jump and get the classic bounces on the egg robo. Nice.
Yeah, so again, just waiting for that, waiting for the Knuckles to be on the downwards momentum, because then you bounce on top rather than just getting knocked off, and you can get the hits really, really easily.
I love these little
Now into
cutscenes.
MG1. MG1 is a stage that's very easy to glitch by accident in, so I'm going to try and avoid doing that. I think I'll take it slightly safer.
Yeah.
I will not take the 1 second time save. Okay, save strats. Let's go.
It's worth it. For that 1 second, it's worth it. Okay, so
Here we
we're
don't
gonna
want to get hit. Oh, we did get hit. That's
Oh,
a shame.
no.
Oh well, I can pick up some extra rings. It's fine. I can still get the rings I need.
Oh yeah. No. Okay, so
This
we're
is
gonna
my
get
favorite
3...
emerald stage, by the way.
Your favorite one? Nice. I don't know.
Yeah, I like this one. It's fun to do. Nice and short. You got some red sphere jumps. That said, it's just going to be me doing some sphere jumps. So if you want to read a couple of donations, that would be great.
Yeah, we got a donation that I think you'll like to hear. We had $20 from Heidi Johnstone that says, "Gotta go fast. Love you, Alice. You're my sweetest little mashed potato."
Oh,
So
I love you
adorable.
too. That is my girlfriend, and she knows that I hate mashed potato. So thanks, Heidi. I love you too.
It's so cute. Time for one more?
Not quite, because we're just
Okay.
finishing this one, but we're going to be going straight into another emerald stage pretty quick. So when we get there, we can do a few more. That one, the next one's particularly long as well. So, but yeah, we're actually going to be going to Tails Path now, because if there's one thing that this game has as a theme, it's that anyone can go to Tails Path, even if they're not Tails. So
Poor Tails.
yeah, the devs did an amazing job at like making all the characters feel included. But as speedrunners, we just kind of decided, you know what? Actually, we're going to just use all of these paths for all of the characters. Even Sonic can get up here. It's crazy.
Like, nah. Do what we want.
Okay, so I'm just handling this one in a certain pattern, so donations would be great here as well.
Yeah, of course. We also had $25 from Ace Bats, who says, "Good luck to one of the coolest SSC and K runners I know. Loving the run so far. Good luck on getting all of the emeralds and none of the glitches."
So shout outs to Ace Bats. He is my partner for the JSRF co-op bingo tournament, and our team is called SSC and K. So that's what he's referencing. It's kind of a meme on the name of this game. It's Super Scarf Cretins and Knuckles, which is a fantastic name. So yeah, thanks so much, Ace Bats. We got time for another one, I think.
Sure thing. We also have $100 from Calliope that says, "I've been looking forward to this run all week. Go Ailis."
Oh, thank you. That's so nice. Nice hearing people from the community coming out. No, that emerald's done. So we've got a bit of talking to do for this one.
Okay, so we've only got one more left to go now. And then we'll have
Yeah.
Super Knuckles. Nice.
We're getting
should
there. I need to remember to hold right here, because otherwise I'll fall down and look silly.
Oh yeah,
I'm very good at looking silly though.
Oh. Nah, you're great.
Here we need to make sure we get some of these. 39, is that enough? Oh, I don't think that's enough, is it? I think we're fine actually, yeah. So we need 50 rings by the end of this next one, because if there's, oh no, we have 49. Oh, this will be fine.
Yeah.
We can get some rings straight away. It's just going to be slightly slower. One thing we're going to do is use this blue spinning top to break that wall. So Knuckles can break walls by running into them, but those ones you still need the spinning top by design. It'll actually remember that you break that wall coming out of the special stage. So doing it in advance is preferable, so you don't have to go back down and get the spinning top a second time. This is my least favorite emerald, by the way, so hopefully this goes right.
Yeah, it's one of the trickier ones.
I'm going to
yeah.
concentrate for this one.
All right, I'll let you concentrate then. I could
That's
talk a
all
bit
good.
about Knuckles as a character.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so yeah, we're playing as Knuckles, not Sonic, because Knuckles is great, obviously. So Ailis mentioned earlier, he does have his own pathways, which you'll see us take a few times. They're kind of a little bit harder. He was kind of considered the hard mode of the game. His paths tend to be a little more tricky. Oh, we got the emerald. Nice. That's the last emerald. Yeah, but you can see Knuckles takes any path he wants, so we don't have to stick to his own path.
Yeah, Knuckles doesn't play by the rules. But he does play by the glitchless rules. I should
Oh yeah.
like stick with that.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
doesn't cheat.
verifies. Yeah.
Okay, so normally I'd have 50 rings here, but I don't this time, so I need to get these first. And now we're super. Amazing.
Yeah,
CBK, tell me about
let's
Super
go.
Knuckles.
Super Knuckles, so he's all shiny and pink now. And also, we have some buffs. So he has increased the movement speed, he has increased climbing speed, he's invincible, and he has active hurt box, so he's constantly damaging anything he comes into contact with. However, he does have the same jump height, which is lower than Sonic's, and that was probably to keep him on his own path rather than being able to cheat and use Sonic's path, unfortunately. And we can still get crushed and fall into bottomless pits, so we do still need to be careful. And to activate Super, we need 50 rings and to press jump twice. So we do have to be careful. If we have 50 rings and we want to glide, you're going to turn Super. So we're going to have some ring management going on.
You can glide out of the Super transformation, so it's not the end of the world. You just have to be expecting it, or it can really mess you up. So there I lost the lightning shield on purpose because due to that ring count stipulation that we mentioned, I'm actually going to be losing rings on purpose here because there's a section that I want to go through without having like rings, basically. So there's a long auto scroller at the end of this stage, and if you go into it with Super, you will not come out with Super unless you picked up a bunch of optional rings that you don't have time to get. So the jump itself is called Spike Ball Jump, and it quite conveniently means that we can get hit while doing it. It saves a lot of time, and it means we'll have Super for the boss. And that's very important because the boss for this level is RNG. We really don't want to be losing time to RNG if we can help it, so being Super mitigates that entirely. There we go, first try.
Nice, very nice. Yes, taking a damage boost there just to get pushed onto that ledge. It saves a little chunk of the level. Very nice and difficult to do. I can't do that. Nicely done.
Okay, need to not lose my rings here. That's fine.
Swapper business.
That was very scary. So there you can lose your rings, and if you do, you just don't have Super, and you have to deal with the RNG. It's very unfortunate.
There's a big
but yeah,
jump
you can
here.
get through Spike Ball Clip without, sorry, not Clip, Spike Ball Jump. You can get through that without having lost rings by using the lightning shield. But as stated, I want to be, oh, I'm gonna lose my rings. No, slightly too low on that jump. Oh well, we'll just have to do the boss without Super, that's fine. Hopefully we'll get good RNG.
Yep, hope. Okay, so 3 hits on this. And we can move forward. There's going to be kind of an earthquake effect, but it's not really doing anything. It just looks kind of scary, but it's fine. We're all good. We're just moving on to auto scroller section soon. So normally you'd want to have enough rings here, but like you said, it's fine. We'll do it in any percent way.
Yeah, so the ring count that you want to see is 43, and I have 9, so I don't think we're going to be able to do it somehow.
Yeah, there's only 7 rings left in this section, so it's all fine.
Can't quite get to 50.
I mean, Ailis is amazing at any percent as well, so you're prepared.
Oh, shit. So here's the boss. So basically the patterns the boss comes out in are, I think they're tied to something, but for glitchless, they're essentially random. And this could be a good pattern. I don't know if that got it. Oh, I was too panicky about getting rings. So this is going to be a 3-cycle fight, which is unfortunate. You're guaranteed a 2-cycle with super forms, though. And I think that one probably didn't give me a hit either. So yeah, it's going to be 3-cycle regardless.
Yeah.
You can get 2 cycles with... oh, this is bad.
There's only one more.
No, it's 2 more, I think. Oh, 3 more. Oh, no,
wow.
It's a 4-cycle fight. Oh,
Wow.
no. The run, it's falling apart. Right, this should be it. There we go.
Nice,
right.
there we go.
Also, nice little micro slope on the floor here. If you get it just right, which I didn't quite there, you can land directly on top of that capsule despite Knuckles' nerf to jump height, so...
Yeah, that's
shame I didn't get that. But, you know, if anything was going to go wrong in the run, like Marble Garden 2, I'm fine with that. It's a very, very annoying stage in every category of this game.
Okay, Carnival Night.
So Carnival Night, we're not going to see Super Knuckles here at all. So.
Yeah, it's very short. And Carnival, like 1 and 2 are pretty short, nice levels for Knuckles. I find them pretty fun. They're quite fast. And the great thing is we don't have to see the Barrel of Doom. You know, so that's a good reason to play Knuckles. I know a lot of people probably remember that as a kid, not being able to get past the Barrel of Doom. So
I chickened out there. You can get all the way across there, but I felt like I had the angle where I would get crushed, so I decided to not do that.
Good to be safe.
Also, shout out to this bat.
You get super glide. Nice. Very nice.
It's very helpful to the speedrun.
It's very important. Okay, so we're using camera manipulation here to... so the spinning top here is going to touch the top of the screen, and we can use the camera to sort of manipulate where it goes. We want to get it into a loop here, so it keeps hitting the machine, and we can get the boss kill quickly. Nice. And we're going to duck here as well. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Actually.
Anything sub 1's pretty good on this stage, so.
Yeah, and the signpost is going to spawn under the stage here. It's a little bit quicker. It's not a glitch.
Yeah, no, this doesn't count as a glitch. It just means that the signpost starts down lower because the screen is lower. This is not a glitch.
Yeah, it's just, just to be sure.
This has been discussed at length. So Act 2 is where Knuckles shows that he's not just powerful and he's not just fast, he's also very smart. Because turns out the fastest way to get through a stage is to just not do a stage boss. So the intended path for Knuckles in this game, completely glitchless, is that there is no boss. You don't fight a boss here. Oh, and that's really bad. I jumped slightly too late and I got caught by that air turbine. That's unfortunate. That'll make up for me. That'll make up for me not doing a boss, I guess. Also,
right.
these bumpers are horrible. A lot of these cycles, they're not necessarily RNG, but they are going from the start of Act 1. So, oh, and that's a bad angle as well. So it's very difficult to predict where they're going to be sometimes.
Yeah. So there's a nice little thing you can do here. If you hold neutral and jump, you can go straight through those boxes. Quite handy. And Ailis is probably counting to 25 now to do a little precise jump at the end here to get there. I knew it.
Okay, we lost about 9 seconds to my PB there, so not too bad considering the mistakes.
Nice.
Also, sometimes you have 50 rings there and you go to glide on top of this capsule and you actually turn super and overshoot it, which is very annoying because you only have enough rings by the end of the stage.
Okay. Oh, okay. So this stage is a banger. So if you've got your dance emotes or cat jams or anything, now is the time. It's ice cat.
Yeah, enjoy it. You get about 15 seconds of it. So
yeah, make the most of it. Quick. It's great. So we're gonna get this ring. So when we have super already, these big rings will just give us 50 rings, which means we can transform super immediately, which is pretty great. And spin dashing through those barriers. They stop our momentum for some reason, so you have to keep spin dashing through.
Yeah, sometimes they don't though. It's very weird, and I don't know why.
It's just the game. Can't decide.
Because the game. That is a great explanation of how this game functions.
Because S3K, basically.
Like this there, I went through one of them. Did you see that?
Yeah, interesting. Maybe some of the barriers are, I don't know, different.
Yeah, just making quick progress through Ice Cap 2.
Yep.
Play this safe because that jump off the spring is very, very frustrating sometimes. Some of these you actually want to get stopped because like that section there, for example, if you didn't get stopped by it, you'd be traveling slower. Whereas you can respin dash and get a bit of extra speed if it stops you. So
we've got a super here, so this is going to be pretty simple, but in any percent, normally you'd have to damage boost through this, but...
yeah, this is one of the scary bosses in any percent.
Yeah, it is, yeah. We want to try and get the hits
rings.
in.
I'm going to pick them up in Act 2. So this signpost will land on like items that are stored under the stage as like a bonus thing for the end of the stage. This one depends on, like, it depends on whether the boss was killed or if you move the sign, like where the signpost lands, so.
Yeah. We're going to want super for the stage, so we're going to grab a ring underwater here.
Get slow with this.
Ring.
Make sure I transform after this.
Nice.
Make sure I don't accidentally run off of that thing and die. That's a good thing to not do.
Yeah, don't do that.
So if you land on top of that button, there's like a bit of disagreement as to whether bottom or top is faster there. But if you land on top of the button and break the ice and the button at the same time, then that is definitely faster. So
we get a little super glide up here, off the penguin or Ben in Sweden.
Shout outs to Ben in Sweden. Speaking of which, oh, actually, this next section is terrifying. So we're gonna
get the swag jump here.
We're gonna focus for a second.
Nice.
Ooh, there we go.
Nice.
Cool.
Got it.
This boss is relatively simple. We're just gonna bounce on it. So if you have a donation or two, now would be a good time.
We sure do. Everybody's been enjoying this run a lot. We have $5 from Hypnotics that says, "Good luck, Ailis. Awesome to see you pulling through for the Nux gang with Cowboy Knuckles alongside. Put this 5 towards the dog ending in Silent Hill 2. Reminds me of someone with a username about a particular airborne canine. Good luck, Flying Fox, with some tails tomorrow, and Risu with Sonic Adventure. Sonic speedrunners stay winning."
Oh.
Yeah, I've been like also shout outs to Hib, he's amazing. Like Nux aficionado. I've been kind of like joking that like tomorrow is the Sonic block, but today is the Knuckles block. Like this is where the Nux love is at. But yeah, definitely. Oh, definitely check out the Sonic block tomorrow as well. Flying Fox and Reese are both amazing runners. Anyway, this is launch base. Launch base is all like cycle driven. So this bit here has not gone too smoothly. So we are not going to make that cycle with the spikes there, which is unfortunate, just a bit slower. There is, however, a piece of tech that I particularly love in this level that's very difficult, but like it wasn't really used in the run before I kind of adapted it for... It was used in S3 Air, but it wasn't used in S3K. And I've kind of adapted it for control lock. So we're hopefully going to see that coming up just now,
It's gonna be the
which
mid
is we're gonna super glide off this guy and then perfect.
Nice.
First try.
But-
That's very, very tight.
Yeah.
And if
that
you
is
get it there
difficult.
fast enough, you still have the speed shoes, which means that that angle there, you have better air control with speed shoes, so that angle there is nicer as well. And we didn't get hit either, so super transform. We are
Awesome.
actually super knuckles for this section. This is quite nice. This doesn't happen very often.
That was great. First try. That's really difficult. It's way more
Please don't crush
difficult
me,
than it
thank you. Here we just hold right and just drop down in there like a little golf shot. It's very nice.
Nice. I'm gonna approach the boss room soon. And we've got super for the boss. Nice.
We do, and I need to not do what I did earlier in my practice run and
Oh, yeah.
die.
Yeah, don't do that.
So I'm just gonna go very carefully like this. Cool, right. Turns out if you go too quickly through here, the floor doesn't load and you just die.
Yeah, that happened in the practice run.
It's literally never... I have done this category so many times. I have played this game so many hours. And today, on a world record pace run, it decided, no, the floor does not exist. You are dead.
Just S3K things.
Very mean.
Nicely done though, the boss.
This next stage is my favorite stage in the game, but it's also not much going on. We could probably read a donation before we get to the thing I need to mention.
Sure thing. We have $25 from Sir Eyes, who says, "Knock knock, it's Chuckles, and I'm here to test my luckles. Wait, I lost the emerald? Ah, shuckles."
I was very worried what you were going to say then for a second. Thank you very much for the donation.
Oh, the
Probably get one
jump
more.
there. Nice.
Sure thing. We have $25 from Metal Medb, who says, "Love to see a S3K run. Happy to support the cause."
Thank you so much. So we're actually coming up to the thing I wanted to mention for this section, which is, for whatever reason, being super makes the water rise faster here. So in any percent, you can get right to the top before this water catches up. In all emeralds, the water is like, it's like F1 racing water. It's like going so fast, and it's already like caught up to us very quickly. So
Yeah.
staying ahead of the water for the optimal movement is surprisingly difficult in all emeralds compared to any percent.
Yeah, the water turns super too, apparently.
So coming up on this boss, I'm gonna let CBK explain this while I get some high octane gameplay going.
Sure, so here's Long
I've got
Boy.
controller cam for this, by the way.
Nice. Yeah, so we've got super knuckles, so we can get the hits in on the Long Boy. So that's the first phase done. And then it's going to be the second phase, which is Big Arms. And this stage is also a banger. It's really good music.
Yeah, sadly you don't hear it as Knuckles though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
So he's gonna.
Sonic gets the cool
come
music
from
for
the
this, but we
side.
don't.
Yeah, Sonic gets everything.
How dare he?
So this is pretty much similar to 80% really. It's just that we've got super, so we can be a bit safer. And he's gonna do a little thing where he comes down. We're gonna get some little hits on the slope here.
Ooh,
Just
tried.
missing. You can.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's difficult to get that. But we'll get the last hits just like that with super. Very nice.
Yeah, so when you're rolling, your hitbox is like slightly lower, which means you can just about hit the top of his hitbox. Oh, and I didn't press the right button for whatever reason, so... Cool, so we're actually going to do something here. Little counterintuitive. So as soon as the time bonus ends, the counter for the levels moved on to the next one, which means we can skip cutscenes by resetting the console. It's only relevant in two places because most cutscenes are very short, but yeah. So we're going to go into Mushroom Hill, and we're going to actually lose Super Knuckles here. The reason why is because the game has this mechanic where the emeralds from the Sonic 3 side become these podiums that take you to the emeralds from the Sonic and Knuckles side when you play the game standalone. And this gives you the Super Emeralds. And when you get all the Super Emeralds, you can use Hyper Knuckles, but with the added caveat that until you get them, you lose Super Knuckles. So
Yep. So we've got to do all that hard work again, all the special stages, 7 more. Of course, because this game was released in 2 parts originally. And as Ailis said earlier, with the power of lock-on technology, we've got this experience, this full, beautiful game. So yeah, that's why the emeralds are in two halves.
Yeah, and like, it's because the game was originally meant to be all together in one, but they weren't able to combine it together on the Genesis hardware, basically, due to like cartridge sizes. So, like doing it this way, I think was better in the long run because it's given us like, I mean, it's my favorite video game of all time, you know. It's given us an experience that we would not have had it been done in one cartridge at the time. So
Yeah.
I certainly, like, it's an added inconvenience when it comes to playing the game with the cartridges, but I personally think it's the definitive way to experience the game. Also, there were like physics patches in the SNK side that get applied to the S3 side. So the S3 physics, if anyone's played that game standalone, they're very, very cursed. You definitely don't want to be running that.
Yep. Okay, so we can actually do these stages in any order here, but we do want to do the middle one last because there's going to be a cutscene at the end and we don't want it panning across the screen. We get a little super glide off this fire monitor and go up to Sonic's route because we don't care.
Yeah, this is one of the more technical stages in the run, especially in any percent, but we do see a bit of it here with all emeralds getting up to an early emerald path.
Yeah, Mushroom Hill is one of those levels that can go horribly wrong really quickly. There's a lot of little optimizations in this level. We've got
So normally you'd actually exploit the fact that, in any percent, you'd exploit the fact that that ring hasn't spawned yet to, I'm gonna go for the scary strat. I'm gonna do it. I'm feeling good about this run.
Do it, Ailis. You got it.
Ooh, that was close.
Ooh.
Okay, one more.
Ooh. Oh my god.
There we go. Okay.
Yes.
So
Scary.
between 2 bumpers is terrifying. And this is one of the ones that I only added into my run recently. So that could have all gone very wrong very fast.
Is it a decent time save?
Probably like 2 seconds. I don't know. It's not much.
Worth it.
These strats don't have much. I think the next one I'm going to do it safe though. I'm going to do it my normal way because the next one can go wrong in a lot of ways, and it's like not that much of a time save at all. Or maybe I will do it. I don't know. I'll see how I feel when we get there.
Yeah, I'll see how you feel.
I'll see how excited I am.
I might be feeling brave.
But now
wanna
though,
go-
we're in Mushroom Hill.
Yeah, so we're going to get 4 emeralds in this level, I believe. There's quite a lot. They're very compact in this side of the game, the emerald stages. They're going to be one after the other.
Yeah, we're also trying to save the fire shield throughout this stage, so any hit that I get would lose me a couple of seconds at the boss at the end, so hopefully that doesn't happen. We can read a donation or two during this special stage. I'm literally just following a preset path. There's nothing exciting that I'm doing here, so...
Of course. There was a $25 donation that came in from Eclapricious that says donating during the S3K run by Ailis because she's a wonderful person and a fantastic speedrunner. Always happy to support a great cause as well.
Thank you, Ekla, one of my good friends from the GSRF community.
Time for one more?
Yeah, go for it.
Awesome. We had another $25 come in from Ash, who says, "Come on, chat, let's get that dog ending."
Let's do it. I'm curious what the dog ending is. I've never played a Silent Hill game.
Oh, if you haven't seen it, it's amazing. It's
Okay,
incredible.
I think I need to try and stay up and watch this then.
Nice.
Okay, so we're gonna, as we said, I think we're gonna get all 7 emeralds before leaving Mushroom Hill. In Glitched, you would kind of spread them out a bit more because there are glitches that save a lot more time than Superform would. But yeah, here we're just gonna try and maximize our Superform usage as much as we can.
Yeah, also do get down here. There's one just in this little alcove. Yeah, they're very
You'll see me like
close
delaying
together.
and slowing down in certain sections as well. Oh, actually, this isn't where I want to go. I want to do this one first. Come on, there we go. Yeah, but you'll see me delaying before the ring sometimes. That's because their hitbox doesn't actually spawn like straight away. So I'm actually like stopping to give it a chance to spawn in before I do anything. So we can get another donation here as well. This one's quite a simple one.
Yeah, of course. We have $10 from Ben in Sweden, who says, "Fire Shield ? Enjoying the run, Ailis, and good luck in the better half for Sonic at least."
Shouts to Ben. He's like the godfather of Sonic speedrunning. And he had a thing recently where he kept telling me to get fire shields. You know, and annoyingly, I've ended up listening to him in the bulk of cases. So thank you, Ben, for those strats. Yeah, big love to Ben.
Yeah. Nice, we got this one. I love the colours.
stuff.
It's pretty.
Normally I'd say like, oh, when I've got all the emeralds, it's a sigh of relief, right? Like we can carry on with the run. But the next level in this game is horrible. Like, it is very scary. And I'm going to go for some very difficult strats, so.
Okay, nice.
It's going very smoothly so far. That's all the ones we're going to get for Act 1 anyway. And I'm going to jump over this guy. I would have spin dashed, but I don't want to get hurt and lose my fire shield, so.
Yeah, I want to keep the fire shield for the boss as well. It helps a little bit. Save a bit of time.
Yeah. Do you want to explain elemental shields, CBK?
Yeah, sure. So in this game, we've got elemental shields. They're kind of more useful for Sonic, but they give him some extra abilities. For Knuckles, so we've got the fire shield, protects us from fire, like those flames there, for example, and that's going to be pretty useful in some levels. We've got the lightning shield, which magnetizes rings towards us. So that's great for Super when we want to get 50 rings quickly. For Sonic, that gives him a double jump, and the fire shield for Sonic gives him like a dash forward. And then there's the bubble shield, which allows us to breathe underwater, and for Sonic, it gives him kind of a bounce. But they're pretty useful, and they will come in handy in certain areas. Yeah, so they're quite good. And I think is there a normal shield? But
No, that's in like the remakes of certain games. They have like the Sonic 2 shield that doesn't give it any abilities.
Yeah, like a one hit. Oh, yeah. Also, all shields give you a one hit as well, so you can take one hit. They're pretty handy. Nice. So we're getting 3 emeralds in this stage, I believe.
Yeah, this one we can read a donation as well. This one's not very interesting. It's just following the path around, doing it the way that it was intended.
Awesome, yeah. We have $10 from Oil Moon, who says, "Imagine not running Tails." Just kidding. Great to see you on GDQ. I owe it to you for getting me into Twitch and the retro speedrunning community.
Oh, thanks, Oil. Oil is a viewer who runs Street Fighter, I think, one of the classic Street Fighter games. Really cool guy. Everyone check him out. Check out all these runners that have been donating to me, to be honest. They're all amazing.
Yep.
And there we go. That's another one down.
Nice. We're getting through these quickly. Nice. Smoothly. Very nice.
Yeah, it's not going too bad right now. Let's not jinx it.
Yeah. I probably shouldn't have said that now.
The run's going terrible, trust me.
Yeah, it's terrible, Ailis. It's terrible.
Yeah, absolutely terrible. Horrific run.
Got 2 more to go, and then we're gonna get Hyper Knuckles.
Wait, where am I? Oh, I'm here. Right. I have this thing where I frequently forget what emerald, like, where the location of the emerald is when I leave it. So I'm like, what movement do I do here? I can't remember.
Take a couple seconds just to think where you are.
Here we slow down a bit there because it's possible to kind of miss the spring, and we want to hit the spring there. So this is the emerald that I was saying about the strats for, and I think I'm going to probably do them.
Oh, let's go. I don't know if I've seen these before. Exciting.
It doesn't save much time at all. I'm an idiot, but we're going to do them anyway.
But does it look cool though? That's the
Yes.
important part. Oh, there we go. That's the important part. Oh, it says red sphere jumps. It's scary.
I think I've done this slightly wrong, but it's fine. Yeah, we're okay.
Okay.
No, wait, we're not.
Oh.
Okay, I know where I am, I think. This is fine, this is fine. We're just a little bit lost.
This is fine. It's fine. We'll find our way.
So
What's
we
the
wanna go
difficult
like
stretch?
this, and then... Okay, yeah, it's fine, fine. We're losing time, but we did not die. That is the main thing. I went the wrong direction after those after that 9 block, and it just sent me the opposite way. So we're through. It's fine. I got it.
We got the emerald. That's all that matters.
Literally, like I'm at this weird point with that particular emerald where I've been practicing it that way, so that's what I'm more comfortable with in my brain. But I'm still not confident at it enough to do it like 100% of the time. So, like, you know, I was doomed either way, I think.
You got it. That's all good. We didn't get kicked out the stage.
Also, this is one of my favorite levels aesthetically. Like, I love how like the weather changes.
Yeah, it's lovely. That autumn aesthetic is so nice.
And last one. This one is the one that if you don't know Route 4, you can get quite lost. But it's not too bad if you know where you're going. This is a great pace. I'm getting nervous. Like,
don't look at any splits or anything. But yeah, after this we're going to get Hyper Knuckles. I mean, Hyper Knuckles is pretty much the same as Super Knuckles, especially for us, because he has like one extra ability is when he attaches to a wall after gliding, it kills the enemies on screen. But we don't need that. That's not really helpful for us. In fact, I think there's a moment where it's actually detrimental and can cause a soft lock. So yeah, we don't worry about that. It's basically Super Knuckles with the same buffs, like increased movement speed.
Got weird to go somewhere. I thought that was the end of it for a second.
Oh, no.
I panicked.
got 9 more. But yeah,
there we
we'll
go.
have them off the stage.
We actually got to the end of it. We got all the emeralds. Now we can't breathe the sigh of relief because we have Flying Battery to get through.
Oh, yeah, Flying Battery.
And Lava Reef. And Sando.
Oh, yeah, and everything.
All the remaining stages. And Hidden Palace.
Oh, Hidden Palace is the worst. Oh,
Hidden
goodness.
Palace is the worst. It's so hard to get an optimal time on Hidden Palace, unironically.
Exactly.
Is your run going to lose 1 second? Probably, in Hidden Palace.
Yeah, exactly. And it's the most important second of all.
It is. So, Hyper Knuckles. He's here.
Yeah, he's more sparkly and he's got After Effects images. Let's go. Ooh, quick kill on the boss. Okay, so we're going to jump and glide into the boss, get 6 hits in with a spin dash here. And then we need to get final 2 hits in with the glide here. That's a lot trickier than it looks.
Yeah, so it's basically when you hit anything in this game, you get momentum in the opposite direction. Hitting the boss can be cancelled, though, by gliding into it as you take that momentum. So you immediately cancel it and go the opposite direction. It's pretty handy.
Yeah, nice. It's going to be a long cutscene here. Yeah, there'll be a reset.
Yeah, that's the longest one. That's like the biggest defender.
Yeah, it's like the flying battery goes over and then Knuckles jumps and grabs onto it. It's kind of cute, but it's long. And here we are in the flying battery up in the air. So we've got to be wary here of cycles. This is where kind of the cycles get really heavy in this game. So we've got 2 kinds of cycles going on. We've got the global cycles and screen-based cycles, and we'll have them both going on at the same time in the same portion sometimes, as you'll see soon. So it's a tricky level. You'll see we're coming up to the Room of Doom, as we call it. And it's got the 2 cycles going on. I believe the orange is on... oh, nice jump. That's very nice to get the earlier cycle.
Oh,
there.
I missed that bit though.
Oh.
No!
Oh,
So close. Well, we can probably still do my old setup now. We're a cycle behind, but that's not the end of the world.
yeah.
No, we can't. They're in the way. Oh, just the worst. Oh, and I'm hyper, I guess. There we go. We'll just do this now. I forgot I had rings. Okay, well, we lost a bit of time there. That's unfortunate. That last jump there is very, very frustrating for that cycle, but...
Yeah, sometimes they just don't line up well, the cycles, so...
I'm going to go very carefully here because I really don't want to die here to not knowing what cycle I'm on. Cool.
Yeah, those crushes are the worst. Like, you just can't predict where they're going to be, and they will crush Hyper Knuckles as well. He will die. Like, he'll take a day.
Yeah, if you know where you're at and you're consistent with your cycles, then it's fine. But if you are kind of off cycle like I am, you just want to play it safe there. I don't want to lose my run to that, so...
Yeah. Just take a little shortcut here.
Oh, so these spikes move, by the way. This is intended.
Yeah.
That's not me, like, glitching the game or anything. That's, like, what's supposed to happen. Don't worry. They put little secrets underneath them. I think both of them are super rings, like special rings.
Nice.
Anyway,
Okay, so the boss.
controller cam's back.
Nice. So yeah, this is the start of the series of boss that just destroy themselves while we chill.
Yeah, Mr. Tickles himself.
Yeah. So we've got Super
Up here on the
Knuckles as
GDQ
well.
stage.
Or Hyper. Yeah.
Shoutouts to the Mr. Men books. They're pretty good.
They were great. I love Mr. Men. And Little Miss.
Just read them to my sister.
Little Miss was
Just
great.
keep-
Oh. Yeah, he's gonna get 8 hits in, 6 hits on. Is it 8 or 6?
6. 6 for the
yeah.
Act 1 bosses, 8 for the Act 2 bosses.
Yeah, I always get confused between the 2. So yeah, done Act 1.
Still quite a respectable time. Back when we went top route, 204 was absolutely a respectable time, but mid route now, especially with Super, you can get like a 152 or something, even a sub 150 if you're very, very good.
Nice. We're going to see an elemental shield here, as we mentioned. So this is the lightning shield. So it's going to attract the rings to us, so we can get 50 rings a lot quicker, which is really handy. Just have to wait on these platforms, unfortunately. Not much we can do. Spin dash out as quick as possible. Where not to get
Yes,
crushed.
we got it.
Oh,
We got the
little,
shkloop.
little roll
There are
scoop.
way more consistent ways of doing that, but I like the shkloop, so...
It looks pretty sweet. Bottomless pit here, so we've got to be careful. There are a few bottomless pits in these levels. Yeah, nice to spin dash here to get under the crusher. Oh, nice.
You'll notice we have 50 rings. I'm actually going to save it because I don't really want to use it in here for like no reason. So we're going to go up and then... Cool.
Nice. Got the Hypernox.
Nice and speedy.
Yeah. Jump down here.
Oh, I want to get up there. So they're down, so they should be up now, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Crusher section.
So it's weird. These crushes are screen-based, but the actual lightning that pulls them up is level-based. So it means that there can be a situation where the crush is being pulled up as you arrive at it. And what that means is that there is a frame that exists where if you hit it, it's just the right height to crush you. So you don't want to do that. I think they're up right now. They're not. Oh, they nearly were.
Ooh,
That was
almost jumped
scary.
over it then. Also, shout out to Spider Steve. We just missed him, but he's great.
Oh yeah, Spider Steve, thank you for your service, Spider Steve. I
Yeah.
forgot to say thank you because I'm a bad person, but we got there.
Spider Steve
Control the cam
understands.
again. Donations, let's go. This boss is nothing. I'm going to lose
Yeah.
rings on purpose because I don't want super. We'll talk about that later.
Excellent. Yeah, we've got donations for sure. We have $10 from Old Clob who says, I definitely had to donate during my favorite game of all time with my favorite character of the series. Much love to Ailis and CVK. You're doing great, and the Nux gang is proud of you.
Oh,
Shout outs to Clov.
cool.
Clov is an absolute beast of a speedrunner. World record holder for Sonic Mania Plus with Knuckles. Just all round, fantastic speedrunner.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's been
Yeah.
so cool to see all of the support from the S3K speedrunning community out here.
Absolutely. The Sonic speedrunning community is it's a fantastic community, honestly. If you ever want to check out a Sonic game, you'll be made welcome. You'll be shown what you need to do. You'll have everything you need, honestly. They're fantastic people.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Also, important piece of the run here. Are we going to get
oh
space?
my god, space.
Space,
Yeah,
we did
that's
it. We got to space.
Oh, that was a nice big space.
Now are we going to get tube?
Tube. We've got our mini games here with Knuckles. Gonna get it. Oh, oh my god.
Oh,
Yeah.
full tube. Let's go. Okay.
Blessed.
So neither of
Blessed
those things
one.
are important to the run.
But they're great.
But I've decided that the run is now blessed because we have seen space and we have achieved tube.
Okay.
This boss is I've got kind of a setup for it, so I'm going to do a little bit of counting for a second.
I'm gonna try to do a quick kill here on this boss.
4.
But Ailis is going to count and then get an intentional damage here to fit in between those pixels. It's a very tight space there, so it's use the iframes to get through. And you got to not take a death for the spikes or the flames. It's very tight, but
Full
nicely
perfect,
done
full
there.
perfect. If the flickies and the terrain and stuff drops over where Robotnik is, all of the explosion sprites become the numbers 4, 5, and 6 over and over again.
I don't know that.
Sandy 1, the level where nothing matters except everything.
Another very cycle-based level. Also, shout-outs to Sanda's biggest fan, HUD601.
Shout outs to the Sando 8, everyone's favorite meme category.
The most prestigious category there is. Okay, so yeah, this level is very cycle-based again. The cycles are on a 6-second timer in this level.
Oh no!
Ooh, we just missed the first
Lost
cycle
the first
there.
one, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
So 6 seconds gone.
Yeah, unfortunately, every cycle you miss is, 6 seconds, so it quickly adds up. A lot of little optimizations in this level to get through those cycles. So it's quite a tricky one to nail. If you can't make the cycles, it's just, it's a pain.
That's the second cycle. We've got one more.
Ooh, big jump. So yeah, I mean, ideally, we'd want to get to the boss room
Well, 2
around
more.
1 minute.
We've got one more that matters to us, and then ooh, just made it.
Ooh, nice.
Very tight angle if you're slow there. And this is the last one here. So ideally, we would be getting here at 58, but because we missed that one cycle, we're here at 104, which is fine. We're on the second best cycle.
Yeah.
As long as we enter the boss area at an appropriate time, at the start of that cycle, basically, then you can get a consistent setup for the cycles in Act 2, which is what we're going to be going for here. So this boss, however, is an auto-scroller. So if you want to read a donation or two, that would be fantastic.
Sure thing. Like always, we have plenty coming in. Lots of support for Ailis and the Sonic running speedrunning community in general. We have $25 from Caverson that says, "Good luck, Ailis." Heart.
Oh, hi, Kyverson. Thank you so much.
We also had an anonymous $500 donation saying, donating because I really want to see that Bayonus run.
Bayonus run. Oh, is that hinting at what the bonus run could be?
It very possibly could be. The bonus run being, of course, Bayonetta 2.
Absolutely. Run by Gala as well. She's fantastic.
Yeah,
Everyone
so
needs to get that
good.
in. So, little setup I did at the end there. I took a damage boost to hit the boss slightly early, and I finished at 158 IGT. This is good because it means that the cycle for the start of the next stage should be at its lowest point, so I can keep going.
So coming up to probably the longest stage in the game here, Sand of Bliss 2. You can see there's ghosts everywhere because Sonic let them out on his playthrough.
Please. Thank you. Right.
Yes, you can see we grab those handles which will turn the lights back on and make the ghost go away. So it's on a timer. Over time the ghosts will get bigger and eventually they will attack Knuckles. So we do have to do a little bit of management with pulling the levers. Unless we can get Hyper Knuckles, and then we don't have to worry because we don't take any damage. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll get to leave the ghost on screen for a little bit. I'm going to play this very safe because I've kind of messed up the movement at the start of the level. So I want to make sure that I'm not... Oh, that was bad. I want to make sure that I'm not going to get crushed anywhere that I'm not expecting it, so...
Oh, yeah, that can very easily happen in this stage.
Yeah, like here, for example. Okay, we're fine. Cool.
Nice.
Oh, I got hit. No, it's bad. We're going to not have super when I want it. Oh, it's unfortunate. Very annoying. Oh well, it's fine. I know this stage glitchless. It's just substantially faster with super, but...
See the ghosts getting bigger now. Getting angrier. When the screen goes all purple, that's kind of when they're at their full power. Oh, I think they're kind
So
of
we would
cute.
have super already, normally. But,
Yeah. Do a quick climb there.
it's all good though.
So that's attaching and jumping off the wall. It's actually quicker than Knuckles' standard climbing speed. Well, not as fast as his super climbing speed, but we don't have it at the moment, so
There we go.
nice.
I'm actually somewhat of a baby when it comes to these as well. You can do these much faster, but the time difference is very rarely that significant. So I'm just, I'm going with the flow. I'm just seeing how safe I can make it. Also, a little jump there that is probably not faster, but I like it. So we should be able to get super here now as well.
Super glide off that monster box, very nice.
And then I'll do it down here.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops. Don't die, please. Ah,
Ooh, I was a bit worried that you might get crushed. Okay, so now we can just watch the ghosts in their full glory because they can't hurt us. A little bubble shield route here. So
yeah, we get to let them
super
chill
glide
out to the final boss.
again. Ooh, you sometimes get crushed there. Yeah. This is kind of a new-ish route which avoids some cycles. That's quite nice. And the ghost chill. So we're going to take Sonic's path here. Going to get a spin dash off this slope because Knuckles can spin dash immediately upon landing, which is really handy. Knuckles' usual path is really slow. He has to like push a block, and it's just not great. So we take Sonic's path, and we're coming up to the boss.
Yeah. Lost a fair bit of time in this stage. Not the smoothest, Sando 2 to be sure.
So got to remove his armor and then get hits in on the egg robo as quick as possible. You can get into the hitbox and get hits that way, but it's the same amount of times. That's fine.
Well, it wouldn't be a terrible time in any percent, but all emeralds, not the best time we could have gone for.
Yeah,
but it's all
yeah.
good.
To be fair, you lost the rings early on, so it happens. Okay, approaching the final levels now. So we're in Lava Reef. Great music in the zone. So this zone is super hazardous. There's a lot of kind of enemies, spikes, lava, of course, and cycles as well. Of course, got the cycles. Can't miss those. So we want to just make our way through carefully, try and keep on top of the cycles, not take a death. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. Those little steam things will deplete your rings, so you don't want to touch those.
Yeah, I actually take this level very safe compared to some runners. Okay, I'm actually going to get stuck there. Yeah, we lost a cycle. Oh well.
Yeah, it's so easy in the stage. Get hit so easily.
Yeah, I was a little bit behind, so I didn't have time to get in position properly.
Damage boost.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm going to play this very safe because I don't want to die. Okay, cool.
Yeah, this section is scary. Oh,
Especially
nice
like there,
jump.
for example, without rings, I would have died there. Oh no, I died there! Oh, so unfortunate. Okay,
That is a difficult part, to be fair. That's a really tight space. So many things.
oh. Well, I just don't know what's going on anymore.
It's so good.
Oh no.
Yes, you can see why
Okay.
Lava Reef can be a run killer sometimes.
Yeah, I think this is killing the run right now. Lava Roof 1 being very mean.
Yeah. Damage boost there. Nice big jump off a Micros up there. That's tricky to get, but that section is
A lot
just,
of time gone though.
a nightmare. Yeah. Over here, I hope I don't get sub-pixeled.
I will say though, my current PB, which is the world record for this category, isn't too optimized. So even with a death, I'm not going to rule out potential PB.
Ooh.
But I have no idea what time I'm at right now for that because I don't have the minus time bonus splits going. So
Okay, we'll just keep going. See how it goes. Okay,
we
so
can make
we're
a
at the
donation here,
boss.
by the way. This boss is boring.
Yeah, it's not much going on here.
Sure thing. We have $50 from Lexi T, who says Sonic 3 and Knuckles was my childhood, and I love GDQ. Loving the run so far.
Thank you so much. Sorry, I'm just concentrating for a sec. Got to count to 5 there, which is actually very hard for me. So
And yeah, we killed the boss on that specific rock to unlock this fire shield. It spawns it below. And we're going to need this for the next level. It's going to be very important to get through quickly. There are some backups, but we want to try to keep this one. And Lava Reef too.
yeah, Lava Reef 2 is very cycle driven as well. Try not to get crushed here. Good. We also really need the fire shield for it. There's a fire shield there we can get if we need it, but and there's one other backup throughout the center of the stage. But other than that, we are very much like trying not to get hit at all. Okay, we made that cycle. That's good.
Flamethrowers everywhere. This little room coming up. If you don't have the fire shield here, this is just a bit of a nightmare. Just get through there cleanly with a fire shield. Don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, even if you take a damage boost, you'll fall down, and then yeah, you'll be at the bottom with no rings, and it's sad.
See if we can get under these spike balls. Nice.
Flashy jump. Not quite. We can still get this though. There we go. That's
Nice.
fine. Back up flashy jump.
Still flashy.
Okay, I'm being very careful here. Ugh, was not happy about that movement.
Don't have to worry about the
Oh,
flamethrowers.
stairs being mean. Oh no, didn't make it.
Aw.
We're a cycle behind now. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, you can
And we missed
squeeze
that
through
optimization as well. Oh no. We're taking the normal route. Also, shout out to Super Knuckles, or Hyper Knuckles, sorry. This is going to be the last time that you see him throughout the run.
Bye, Hyper Knuckles.
He did his best. Right, intense gaming.
Oh, okay, this is important. Okay. So we're going to get juice
Oh,
time.
I failed it. No, I jumped too early.
Oh, we could have got world record
It's
there.
going to be a 9. It's going to be a 9. We could have tied the world record. We could have got an 8-second hidden palace.
We're not amongst the greatest speedrunners. No.
No one's going to believe me, by the way, but in my practice run earlier, my connection died right before that level, and I got an 8. So just, you know,
Ooh, did you
it
though?
happened. I got juice time. I did. Okay, you have to trust me.
Okay, we're at the final boss. So we're at Mecha Sonic. There's 2 phases to this boss, and there is some RNG. Hopefully we get some good RNG. So he's going to face forwards or backwards here. We want him to face forwards in this first phase, because we can get more hits in. Nice. That's first phase done. The Mecha Sonic's
Yeah.
going to charge up from the Master Emerald now.
The music that was playing during phase 1 is my favorite music in the game, and it only plays for a tiny bit in Knuckles' run. It is not fair.
Oh,
So RNG time.
yeah.
He can either shoot lasers or he can sweep. If he shoots lasers, we can hit him. If he swoops, we can't. So no sweeps, please.
Nice, but lasers. We'll get 5 hits in on this cycle. 4, 5, nice. We only need to get 8, so we only need 3 more. If we get good RNG, good to get out on the next cycle. Oh,
There's a sweep. Bad RNG.
yeah, that just wastes time. Nice, here we go. Just 3 more hits. And
And time's
GG.
going to be when the screen is completely white. Time.
Well done. GG.
GG.
Out of curiosity, what time did I get for that?
Let's see in just a second when it updates.
Oh, I'm curious. Well, so you get the good ending
The
where
suspense.
Knuckles is flying around on the plane with the Master Emerald, and the island's going to go up instead of down. and any percent, the island would sink back to the sea. But in good ending, we're going straight back up to the stars. And you get to hear all this music. It's amazing. But yeah.
Yeah, it looks like 59:44 was your final time.
Okay, yeah, a bit off PB. I think those mistakes in the end definitely cost me a fair bit, but yeah, awesome. I mean, it came in under an hour. I'm definitely happy with that in a marathon run. So
It was still an amazing run.
thank you so much. Yeah, like I had a great time, honestly. That's it for me for the event. That's my 2 runs done. So yeah, thank you for having me. It's been fantastic. Thank you to everyone who donated from the Sonic community and wider communities that I'm part of that have come along and said hello. And yeah, keep on going, keep donating to Malala Fund. Get as much money as we can for that amazing cause. And yeah, thanks for having me. It's been amazing. And thank you so much, TBK, as well, for being here.
No worries. It was great. Thank you for having me. Had a lot of fun. Great run. Thank you.
Thank you so much to Ailis for that amazing Sonic 3 and Knuckles run, and CBK for amazing commentary. And of course, to all of you who are donating during that run. We have a few more donations that have been coming in throughout the run. It's honestly, it's been so cool to see all of the lovely support that has been coming from the Sonic community during this run. It warms my heart. It honestly does. We had $15 come in from MTG Joe D that says, "Fantastic run for a fantastic cause. Way to go." We had $15 from Victory Star 527 with no comment. We also had $20 from Steven with no comment. And a $25 anonymous donation with no comment. Thank you all so much. For those of you that have been just joining, I want to talk a little bit about Malala Fund. Malala Fund is working for a world where all girls can learn and read. Malala Fund advocates for resources and policy changes needed to give all girls a secondary education, invests in local education leaders, and amplifies the voices of girls fighting for change. Learn more at malala.org. And I believe before we get to our next run, which was going to be Stardew Valley, we are going to hop on over to a prize segment with Frozen Flygon.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to day 4 of Flame Fatales. That was an amazing opening run of Sonic 3 and Knuckles from Ailis. I hope you all enjoyed it so much. Thank you for being here, supporting this week-long charity marathon benefiting Malala Fund. So now I want to talk about some amazing prizes we have available all day today from now until the last run of the night. So get things started. We have some Sonic-themed prizes, such as this Sonic and Knuckles patch, donated to us by Wolf Shadow. Thank you so much for this. I love the colors here. We got Sonic, we got Sonic and Knuckles right next to each other. You can sew this onto your favorite jacket. For a minimum donation of $5, you'll be entered in to win this beautiful Sonic and Knuckles patch. And we have even more Sonic-themed prizes. We have these Pearlers donated to us by Kind and Nerdy Housewife, who's actually our up next runner. And we've got Sonic, we got Tails, and Knuckles, of course. So this set of 3 is a minimum donation of $10. I absolutely love all 3 of these so much. You can hang them up together, give one to your best friend. I just absolutely love these Pearlers so much. So thank you to Kind and Nerdy Housewife for donating these. Minimum donation of $10. And another amazing prize we have donated to us by Epis. This is a 670 wireless headset. It's an over-ear headset, kind of just like, one I'm using right now goes right over your ears, super comfortable. And it has a 20-hour battery life. So you don't need to worry about leaving it plugged in all the time. Just leave it in overnight and you can use it for like 2 to 3 days of streaming, of watching this stream, for example, and all the amazing events we have here. And this is a minimum donation of $15 to be entered for this wireless headset. Thank you again to Epis for donating it to us. And we have something I actually have at my own house, a SNES Classic. Firstly, these are super hard to find, but they come with 20 games from Super Mario World, one of my favorite games, Kirby Superstar, Earthbound, whatever genre of game that you enjoy, there's something on here for you. And also, it comes with 2 controllers, so there's a lot of co-op games you can play together. There's like a Kirby golf game on here, Kirby's Dream Course, Super Mario Kart. So this SNES Classic is a minimum donation of $20 for 20 games. That's a great value. So be sure to get those donations in if you're interested in this. And another beautiful prize that I would love to talk about that you can see a picture of at gamesdonequick.com. Head to the tracker and click the prizes. Is we have the Mermaid's Pendant from Stardew Valley, our run coming up next. It is absolutely beautiful. It's going to be sent to us by Dave from Heroic Replicas, who are a long-time donator of prizes for the Games Done Quick events. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's a spiral shell that in-game is what you use to propose to the person that you've grown a strong emotional bond to. And the color is such a vibrant, beautiful blue, comes with a silver chain. Go to the website and check it out. And that's for a minimum donation of $25 at any point during the day today. And of course, every donation that you do during this event puts you in for our cumulative grand prize of our PlayStation 5 that I have hanging out right next to me. This thing is like larger than my entire body. We have this here in the studio, so $100 cumulative donation throughout the entire event. If you've already donated so far, can add a little bit more today and get you on track to be entered into our grand prize. So thank you so much, everyone, for being here, watching the event, donating, supporting Malala Fund. As a teacher, it's a cause that means a lot to me. And be sure to stay tuned. We're going to go for a quick break and then more speed runs coming up next.